NATO dominates the skies with overwhelming scale. 3,900 fighter aircraft, forming one of the most powerful combined air forces in the world. A network of advanced jets, coordinated across multiple nations. Iran operates around 130 fighter aircraft, a much smaller fleet focused primarily on regional defense and limited operational reach. But air superiority alone doesn't decide everything. Mobility is where the next shift begins. Iran maintains around 90 transport aircraft, supporting troop movement, logistics, and regional deployment when required. NATO responds with massive capability. 1,650 transport aircraft, enabling rapid deployment of forces across continents and supporting long-range military operations. Iran deploys around 130 helicopters, supporting ground forces, reconnaissance, and short-range tactical missions across different terrains. A flexible but limited fleet designed for regional battlefield support. NATO brings overwhelming scale. 8,600 helicopters covering combat roles, transport, surveillance, and now the battlefield expands beyond land into the oceans. NATO projects global power with 16 aircraft carriers, turning the ocean into mobile air bases capable of launching operations far beyond national borders. A force that allows continuous presence and rapid response anywhere in the world. Iran operates without aircraft carriers, focusing instead on regional naval strategies and coastal defense. But the real naval battle is not always visible. Iran operates around 20 submarines built for stealth, ambush tactics, and maintaining pressure within nearby waters, a strategic underwater force designed for regional deterrence and surprise engagement. NATO expands this capability massively. 150 submarines, combining advanced stealth technology with long-range operational reach across global oceans. But when fleets rise above the surface, scale becomes impossible to ignore. Iran fields around 280 combat vessels, structured for coastal defense, fast attack roles, and asymmetric naval tactics. A fleet designed to control regional waters and apply pressure within confined maritime zones. NATO responds with 1,150 combat vessels, forming one of the largest and most coordinated naval forces in the world, capable of sustained operations across multiple regions. But sea dominance alone isn't enough. The real pressure builds on land. NATO rolls forward with overwhelming force. 11,500 tanks, combining advanced armor, battlefield coordination, and high mobility across multiple terrains. Iran fields around 2,900 tanks, smaller in number, but capable of supporting defensive and regional ground operations. But modern warfare doesn't stop at direct combat. Long-range power changes everything. Iran introduces significant missile capability with around 250 launch systems, focused on regional reach and strategic deterrence. A system designed to project power within a controlled operational range. NATO responds with a much larger network, 1,050 launch systems, extending strike capability across vast distances and multiple continents. And now, the battlefield shifts to sustained firepower. NATO deploys around 10,000 artillery systems, delivering coordinated large-scale firepower across multiple fronts. A force designed for continuous pressure and battlefield control. Iran operates 2,200 artillery units, effective within its operational scope, but smaller in scale. But attack alone isn't enough. Survival depends on defense. Iran builds a defensive layer with 400 air defense systems, protecting key zones, strategic assets, and critical infrastructure from aerial threats. a network focused on maintaining control within regional airspace. NATO expands this into a wide and advanced system. 1,726 air defense units, but everything we've seen so far might not matter. NATO holds overwhelming nuclear capability, 5,900 nuclear warheads, forming one of the most powerful deterrent forces in the world. Iran does not possess nuclear warheads, relying instead on conventional forces and regional strategic capabilities. And this changes everything. Iran fields around 610,000 active personnel, trained and structured for regional defense, capable of sustaining operations within its strategic boundaries. A force built for endurance, discipline, and controlled engagement. NATO brings unmatched scale, 3,450,000 active personnel, combining forces from multiple nations into one coordinated military structure. A global force capable of operating across multiple fronts simultaneously.